And then they're gifted with the vision to see where this thing is going. Right? How all the parts fit together. But you and I, brothers and sisters, we're going to have to stretch in order to do it. Stretch means going beyond Al-Hajj Malik Shabazz. When Al-Hajj Malik Shabazz passed away, he had just established the Muslim Mosque Incorporated, right? And he was studying with Ikhwanis around the world when he went to Egypt and other places. When he went to Europe, he visited. One of his best friends was Dr. Saeed Ramadan. I think the brother-in-law of Hassan al-Banna, right? So he was in touch with, because he was in Zurich, Switzerland at that time. He passed away about 11 years ago. Dr. Saeed Ramadan, you hear his son on the news all the time, Tariq Ramadan, but he's more European in his approach than, he's a nice guy, but he grew up in Europe, so he made a nice blend of Islam and Europeanism. But his father was an Ikhwani, molded in the fold of, and married into the family of Imam Hassan al-Banna. Al-Hajj Malik Shabazz was acquiring all of this knowledge, and the system said, we got to get rid of this Negro, because if he ever learns this stuff and takes it to the Negroes there, well, they'll pick it up and run. Now you got to remember that we had movements here in America that already had picked up. If you look at the structure of the Dar al-Islam movement, right? The structure of it, it was Islamic. The Constitution was Islamic. The Dar al-Islam movement, 1963. But it really picked up in late 60s and early 70s. And then it passed off the scene. But it passed off the scene for a reason. The Islamic Party, y'all's group right here. When you see what they had the same heroes, Maulana Maududi, Hassan al-Banna. It was a high quality movement, better than they realized for their time. When you research, and they did their job for their period. And I hope we get past the period of looking at people and saying, well, they wasn't perfect. So what? We're going to talk about that later. That perfectionism, which is a death knell to the movement. What we want to do now is we want to be relevant. Relevant. That means things that we do now has to pertain to the matter at hand. The capability of an information retrievable system to select and retrieve data suitable for its user's needs. The relevance means that system, that mind or whatever it is able to extract those things that are usable for its needs. During this period, brothers and sisters, we're going to depend on what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave us. And the best way I can explain it is we can look at the COINTEL program, right? We had El-Hajj Malik Shabazz. He was martyred at that time. He was our role model and still is. But we have a person, the only one on the COINTEL program hit list that's still alive. Tell the truth. The only one that's still alive now is who? Imam Jamil. Imam Jamil Alameen, H. Brown, is the only one that is still alive, right, from those days. And he made the proper transition to Islam. Now we're going to go into what's needed to go above and beyond where none of us has been before. We would like for everything to happen right on our schedule and right on a certain pattern. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had a plan, has a plan, for you and I. And I know a lot of people hear this, and we're going to distribute this all over so everybody can hear it, because what we're going to say today pertains to the Islamic movement right now, right here in the U.S., and it pertains to you and I, as it actually is. We believe it is relevant. So over 30 years of research and practice that have gone into it. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala raises everybody in stages, isn't that right? We've been going through a stage here. The best way I can say it is that we are responsible now to go beyond Malcolm. We are responsible. Responsibility means us. Responsibility means the ability to respond. We have the ability. We have the choice. We have the responsibility to take this Islamic movement into the stratosphere. Why? Because we are in the right place at the right time with the right attitude and everything else to go with it. And unknown to everybody else, the proper things have been going on right here in America. This new stage we're going into, it's going to have to take some big niggas to do it. Now they're talking about getting rid of the N-word. No. What we called years ago the De-Negrolization Process. That means in order to do this, the De-Negrolization Process, meaning removing all the Negro habits, customs, ideas, and insecurities that prevent us from going all the way. Right? We have to do that. And Allah is helping along the way. All the people. And what I'm trying to say is, right now, you would think if you looked on the surface that the immigrant community is going to lead this great Islamic wave here in America. You would think that because the masajid that they have are bigger. They have self-made wudu stalls and everything. And you would think the numbers, the money, the platform, the ability to get to the public, the Euro public, the media, all the spokesmen that you see, they don't come from us. They don't come from, when I say us, I'm speaking about the reason that we was drug over here on them slave ships. I'm telling you why we're here. I'm telling you why that we suffered being thrown overboard. I'm trying to tell you about the Middle Passage. I'm trying to tell you of a people who everything that they knew was wiped out of their head. Everything. Our language, our culture, and our religion. And you wouldn't think, why would the great Creator do that to the poor Negro? He come over here with great African religion. He come over here, 45% or so of them are Muslim. Why would the Creator allow us to be wiped clean of everything? Our religion, our culture, and everything, right? And become a made creature. A made-up creature called the Negro. Right? And as the youngsters say, the nigger. Well, we're going to, Imam Jamil, and that's who we were leading to talk about. Imam Jamil wrote a book, must have been 67, called Die Nigger Die. So we ought to kill they nigger. Yeah, we are talking about the N-word. We want they nigger dead and gone. But our nigger, my nigger, right? He's still here with us. Yes, we ain't going to get rid of him. That's my nigga. You better know it is. And we're not getting rid of it. That's my nigga. That's our nigga over there. What is he? That's a bad nigga there. That means when the police kicked the brother's door in the 60s, that bad nigga kicked the door open with him and drew down and blasted him with 245s, right? Ain't nothing wrong with him. That's a bad nigga. Tell the truth, isn't that?